All right, so for you guys trying to figure out how to get cabling from the engine bay into the cabin for whatever reason, whether you're installing some new accessories that has a component inside the engine compartment, or you think you need to get power out of the engine bay and into the cabin, whatever the case is, I have not been able to find anything on YouTube as to what is the easiest way to do this. Now there is videos out there that says you got to take the wiper arm off, both off, take the scuttle off to get to the wiper motor, take the motor off, and then behind the motor there is some plate, like some sort of opening that you can take that off, and then you've basically got a passage into your cabin. I haven't been able to see any videos on that. I've only read about it, so I don't even know what that really looks like, and I'm not about to try to do that right now. It just seems like a lot of removing just to get passage into the cabin. I did find one guy on YouTube, so I forget his name, but I'll give him credit. Although his video was fuzzy, he gave me enough idea of where he was getting at, which I believe is, you know, everybody knows how to take the battery and all this battery plastic out. So hope you guys know how to do that. If not, I'm sure there's plenty of how to do that. But once you get that off, then you can see back here, I don't know if I can see it, but you can see if I can focus on that. Come on. Okay, I think it's focused. You see that? See that bundle, that harness? That's going right through the firewall, right into the cabin. If you can stick your hand in there and feel for that, that's just a soft rubbery kind of jacket around that bundle that makes a nice seal. Now, you see those little nipple looking things? What I believe those are basically, this is like probably some jacket they use for other models, and when they're not in use, those things are just covered. My guess is I'm gonna go in there and cut that off, and now essentially open up a port into that jacket and through that grommet and into the cabin. So I don't have to cut the grommet necessarily. I can just cut one of those ports that are blanks right now, and I can just cut it open. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so now you can see I've been able to just snip off one of those nipples, which essentially kind of creates a port for me to go through, you know, essentially cutting through the grommet, but it's better than a slice through it that could keep getting bigger. This looks like it's a real port. You just kind of pull off one of those nipples, and I just used one of these pliers. It's really tricky to get in there. It's such a tight space. Where is it? Here it is. So you see I just snipped that off with a tool like this. Very tricky trying to get my hand in there, or really two hands, and without it completely blocking my view, and being able to get this on there and snipping it, and being careful I don't accidentally pinch this on the wrong thing and snip something I don't want to snip. So anyway, if you can get in there, then you're a step closer to getting a wire into the cabin. Stay tuned. Okay, so now next step is to take this lower dashboard panel, and you guys probably already know how to take off this side panel of the dash to get to the fuses, so you'll need to do the same thing so that you can get to this bolt right here that you got to take out. And there's two more of those 8mm bolts, one down there and then one over there. Once you get those popped out, this thing should snap off. It's just held in by clips. Yep, there it is. And there's the two clips. That's what they looks like. And they go into those two holes in there. So you kind of get an idea of how you need to pull it out when it comes time to just prying it back off. Comes off really easy, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then here's the OBD2 connection diagnostic port. You just need to unclip that top part there and get that loose from the panel. Okay, so what I just realized is you actually don't have to take this whole lower panel off. And what I'm doing, I may have to anyway, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. What I realize now is that that bundle comes right through there, like straight back where this wire comes in at. I don't know if you can see it. If I can. But basically, if you were to come in here with the lower panel still on, you got to take the kick panel off that's right here. I think that's the only way you can get the lower panel, the lower dashboard panel, loose enough so you can get your hands in here and just bring this back down a little bit, and then there it is. So that's what's going on there.